It's gonna be really quick, chat. It's gonna be really quick. Guess what? You were made in the image. You think you just fell from a coconut tree? You exist in the context of all that which came before you. It's coming. Are you ready? Oh, I can't wait to show you. Okay. As you can see by my cranium, I supersede you in the spiritual hierarchy. As you can see by the light shining on my dome, I have it and you don't, bitch. Fuck you and your motherfucker Latukin. Bow before my massive cranium, you fucking cucks. You absolute cuckatoos. Bow before the might of my glory. I am all that is and ever was. I am... I'm here. Bow before my massive cranium, pussies. I'm here to teach you how to talk to the Most High very quickly. We're going to be here for less than 5 minutes. It's very simple. Watch. Imagine nothing at all. Blank your mind. I know there's probably not a lot going on in there anyway. So this should be easy. Bam, there's nothing. Now either imagine one thing, one little dot, pew. Get it through your thick skull, pussies. One little pew. Just like there's a light on the top of my forehead right now. Kind of like that. That's where we're going with this. It's symbolic. Clump as there's one thing, then imagine another thing, then imagine another thing, and just clump that together. We talked about the Higgs particles already. Clump it together, make a woo. Then big bang it. Imagine everything you can at once. A dog, a horse, a kitten, a cat, a trip that I took to Six Flags, and all the different clusters of memories that came with that. This bike and all the things I rode with the bike. Just keep stacking up the things into the infinite. And you're growing and you're growing and you're growing. You're gonna realize it's hard because you've been stupefied, you fucking idiots. You fucking idiots! You've been stupefied! See how I can bring it back? I'm not answering comments, bitch. I'm teaching you to talk to God. This isn't about you today. So, once you've imagined nothing, reverse it. Blank your mind, imagine everything all at once. Stimulate your mind. Just start picking up memories, picking up your senses, picking up your sensories, picking up all this. And then, with this foundational understanding of the Higgs field, that you know that all your thought forms are everything, you can just start to raise your field of awareness and extend yourself, and you realize that you have creative control and authority over everything. You can The way to talk to God is to let go, and then humbly imagine yourself talking to your idea of God, raising yourself up, just imagining what's out there with curiosity. I'm not looking at comments, pussies. I'm not even going to answer you. This is about the literal God and the literal revelations that we're talking about here. The Kali Yuga cycle. Google that. Kali Yuga. That's where we're at. And I'm helping you get up there real quick before I go on with my day, before I go on with my life. You ready? When I daydream, and I open up my imagination with this practice, I imagine opening up a portal, a little cluster of Higgs field cells, quantum wormholes. It's stuff that I learned naturally that then all of a sudden, like 6 months later, I'll see a podcast with Neil deGrasse Tyson or other people talking about the things that I just casually figure out when I'm sitting alone thinking. And I come to share with you because if you found it, it means you probably need to hear it at 444. You fucking pussies. This is also quantum riz if you can't get any bitches. Because you can raise your vibration and then you have serotonin. See how I called in all the people? High vibrational energy shifts your timeline. So it's very simple. All you got to do once you have this understanding of the Higgs field and your thought forms and how to control your thought forms, we already talked about the biology of it, how to fast, sunlight, probiotics. Fasting induces autophagy and apoptosis to clean the inside, motherfucker. It's going to get all that shit out so that you can take in the good stuff and maybe your forehead can be as massive as mine. You feel me? We're not answering any comments. I'm not even going to look at you, bitch. I'm teaching you how to talk to God real quick. All you have to do once you have this understanding, you've taken out the bad, you're adding the good slowly. Take out the bad, add in the good slowly. Fasting, sunlight, probiotics, neurogenesis. You're going to start to freak out because you're going to wake up with this thing about imagine nothing and then reverse it. Because you're taking in more and more and more and more, taking in more of life, experiencing it. It's going to start to clean out your genetic codes. Then all of a sudden in one snap, you're going to be able to call back a memory of when you were a child and you were extremely happy and elated. And then you're going to shoot through yourself back into the present moment. And you're going to push away and disintegrate your traumas and come back into full creative control. And that's when, and you can do it without this practice, but just when I imagine that I want to talk to God because of my maladaptive daydreaming, usually, and it might be different for everybody, usually I see him at like a desk or I see some form of God in my mind, and then something hits my head and I usually instantly get inspired. I instantly get inspired. And I start to feel like everything's going to be amazing. I just get this wave of I'm going to kill the entire world to make it right because I'm so sick and tired of the way that it is. And then I see myself doing things and waking up to songs and going and doing all this amazing stuff. And I learn things about myself from just this curious connection with this foundational understanding. You have to learn more because it opens up, it's like you learn little keys that open up different levels to make the simple more exponentially meaningful, if that makes sense to you. But that's all you got to do. Very simple. Just imagine yourself a curious being. I would like to talk to God. Open up your imagination without expectations and then see what you see. And then at just a biological level, you can supercharge yourself to process more emotion. You heard me? You heard me, bitch? You heard me in there? Is anyone in there? I'm reaching into your mind and I'm going... I'm turning the lights on. Look, I'm going in your room in your mind and I'm flicking the light switch. What's in there? What's going on? What's going on in your room? I see a bunch of little sludge puppets that we need to burn real quick. Let's start to burn all that Cthulhu, the Cthulhu tentacles. How many people here are feeling the Cthulhu tentacles when they try to imagine grace and love? How many people are seeing eldritch horrors seep into their mind at night? I'll tell you, a lot of people are feeling it. I had a group of 7 kids that followed me around all day today, and everywhere I went, they would plop out right in front of my face, and they would just sit there twitching because they've been possessed by a demonic horror, the blob. And they're at me because I'm one of the only ones that know how to survive in the zombie apocalypse, and I'm doing it on the front lines. I want you, Nikki Allison. What you doing? Generation Spirit? Generation Split? What's their react? What are people talking about? I said, the one day I said I'm not gonna read the comments. You all show up. At 3 in the morning. It's past all of your bedtime. Why are we talking about soup? I'm talking about burning eldritch horrors in your mind, and you're talking about buying clothes at the soup store. You dip your subs in pickle juice? I spit on you. I just missed the camera with that. You guys can go fuck yourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Imagine nothing and reverse it. Open your minds, faggots. Open your minds, faggots. See the things that are infiltrating your subconscious mind. And then in a snap, convert it to your own creative essence. Do you want more from life or not? Do push-ups. Do push-ups. Do push-ups right now. Do push-ups right now, bitch. Get on the ground and do push-ups. Do we like Asian girls, chat? How do we feel about Asian women? Are we becoming passport bros? Are we going to get some Asian women and bring them back? I might go to Colombia. Nikki Allison, that's the grossest thing I've ever fucking heard. You should be ashamed of yourself. Who are these people in my chat? Who the fuck are you? Who enters my cave at 3 in the morning? I'm trying to tell you that God is real and how to communicate with it. Where'd that light go that was shining on my forehead? There we go. Right when I did it, a bug just crawled out and then saw me and then ran back into the alcove he's hiding in like a bitch. He went, oh shit, ran away. God sent him here? Yeah, he did, baby. How you doing? You look like Nikki Allison. Are you a bipolar schizophrenic? Are you a bipolar schizophrenic, Nikki Allison? I've never met a Nikki that wasn't a bipolar schizophrenic or a literal Nazi. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context of everything that came before you. They can't cancel me. I'm divinely anointed to tell you guys to wake up, get a grip. There ain't no elevator to success. You have to swim upstream and avoid the bears like me that are gonna eat you alive. I'm out here humbling pussies. I'm out here lighting a fire over white America. And I'm taking a shit in their Capitol building. Look, this is the capital of Vermont. Let's take a look. The state police hate this guy. Can you believe that there's like 6 different departments of police officers that talk shit about me every day? They're on my dick. And because of that, we know that all press is good press. So when the female come to see me, they love Casey. Guys hate Casey, girls love Casey. And that's all that exists in everything that came before you. Fuck you. The CIA is trying to stop the broadcast. Cash at me a quick $50 and I'll smoke 2 cigarettes completely with my nostrils. I'll put it right into my brain and we'll see if I have an aneurysm. For a quick 50, don't know. I'm trying to get a computer. But that's it, guys. No, fuck you, Nikki. Do some push-ups. Maybe I'll consider it. So yeah, I was extremely depressed, laying on the ground, feeling like close to suicide, just watching the centipedes crawl over my hand. And then I remembered a skill that I developed in the year of the water tiger, where I would imagine myself walking into God's room to see what would show up in my imagination. And then it usually gave me insane insights, like the thing that I would imagine God as, because I allowed it to open up in my mind. And whatever that thing was, whether it's my higher self or my ancestors pretending or the literal God itself, it would pick up a whiteboard and it would write things on the whiteboard. And those things would be extremely profound in my life, and it would take me in directions that led me to being on stage with famous people. So I'm telling you it's real, and I'm here to help you. You fucking bitch. You absolute sissies. I fucked a porn star. I've done everything you've ever wanted to when I was 7. And I've suffered immensely. I have horrible PTSD. But I gave you guys a skill, and we're in the Revelations. We're at the end of the Kali Yuga. We're at the age of Aquarius. Very simple way that you can brush away the bullshit and come back to the more childlike spiritual essence that you came into this world with. And that will let you be able to embody that presence. In practice, it's going to take a lot of work, especially when, at least in my simulation, it seems like everybody's deciding to destroy it. I was born into a world that wanted to kill me, and I made a difference. Chat, $1,000 dono and I'll whip my dick out and get banned. Thank you, you too. Thank you, Nikki Allison. It was a pleasure. What's that emoji? A cat out of the box? There we go. She gets it. Nikki Allison gets it. Who else is here? Everyone go to bed! It's past all your bedtimes. I'm gonna call your parents and I'm gonna tell them that you're up this late at night not getting the rest you need. The Holy Spirit is telling you that you're grounded. I know, and like all the traumas have made me feel like my boundaries aren't as strong as they are. They ruin my belief systems and my confidence so that it's easier for them to rape my spirit. Which is why you need to stack up little tiny victories in your day. That's why you get a little bit of boost to your self-esteem when you walk on the track 10 miles and you do 100 push-ups. You heard me? Little victories. That's why I love playing chess. And they really try, man. They really try. But we're in Leo season now, baby. We're in Leo season now, baby. We're in Leo season now, baby. And we do that, and we like it, and it was good. Hey, I'm Joe Biden. I'm Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe! Sleepy Joe! Sleepy Joe doing splits on the track. And we like that. And we like Sleepy Joe. I was just thinking about Yes Me. Yes Me TV just popped into my head and I looked and Yes Me TV is in the chat. You're a Leo. That's good. I hope I made an impact on your life. Not in a way where you guys just steal the vibes and run with it. I hope you take in the knowledge and apply it to be your best version, and I'm not just feeding a bunch of leeches. I love Leo season. It's my favorite. Leo season. You think Australia is like Leo season every day? There's got to be a place in the world where it feels like Leo season all day. And that's what I want. I love Leo season. Leo season, you don't have to fight for passion. Okay. So I've taught the world how to take everything out and add in the good. I've taught people now a skill to open up their mind to receive wisdom downloads from the higher etheric energies. Oh, now I must tell you. I don't have to tell you, but I'm going to bless you with it. You ready? I've said that these are all condensed forms of light, but what is that Higgs field we're talking about? The Higgs field, the Higgs boson, in that systems of energy that make up everything, everywhere, all at once, outside of space and time. The structure and the mesh, the waters of God. What does science call it? What does the CIA call it? They call it, where's the tree? The electromagnetic spectrum. It means that the thing, this leaf, my hand, and the thing in between the leaf are all connected by the same particles, and our thoughts are the same particle. The electromagnetic spectrum. And our bodies, at least in 2017, our bodies were only able to perceive 0.00001% of that spectrum. With this knowledge, you'll be able to understand more of that electromagnetic spectrum. And that allows your thought forms to mingle, to co-mingle, to coincide, to collaborate, to move, to work together with both. What I'm basically teaching you is how to walk into a room and have everybody bow at your feet. How to be a spiritual leader. That must be why you're here, right? I don't want to see y'all as just a bunch of sheeple. Is that what they call them? Look how big my forehead is, bitch. I'm starting to look like a better version of Drake. I'm like the hero. If Drake is the beast in the Bible. Mokwa. Every time I see Larry C. Colin Rogers, I imagine him as a reverend in a church. Larry C. Colin Rogers, every time you pop up on my thing, I see a pastor of a church. Was Yes Me talking about Yes Me's crazy life experiences? Yes Me gets followed. Every time Yes Me opens up a live stream, they follow her to the live streams. Or, yeah. When I have hope, and I have an open mind, and I have a goal that I'm working towards, and I don't hold the relationship with the camera, then I feel the God energy. But it gives me a lot of shit comes through the camera, yard. A lot of shit comes through the camera. And to be an active place like this, sharing the things that I share, there's a lot of people that don't like that. A lot of people want to say that hexes are a bunch of superstitions from a boys' club that stayed playing pretend, and then they grew up and never stopped playing pretend. But it's an energetic field, like cell phone towers. There is an actual war going on for conscious influence, and I happen to be a 33 life path where my influence is the most powerful, the most effective. So of course people want to see me as a funnel where they want to rape me in the back and then spew out themselves through me. But when you're aware of it, it's very easy to just say no. So they try to kick you out your mind. But we go until we die, baby. Baby. We go until we die, baby. We go until we die, baby. I don't know how to ask for money on the internet. How do we get the attention of rich people that want to make a difference? Oh my God, I see so much. Yeah. It's coming back slowly. So this period that we're in, if you guys are all feeling weird, how's the energy where you guys are at? How's society where you guys are at? When you're going to the grocery store, how's it feeling? How is it from 2020? How is it from last month? Are people different? Are they moving different? Are they talking different? I'm seeing literal NPCs where they follow me. Literally. Wherever I go, I'm usually surrounded. And I try to sing. I'll sing them away. I'll go, if I go missing, don't bother looking. I'm probably just riding away. 'Cause cowboys and sunsets, you can always count on them. Never stay. I guess I'm a cowboy, 'cause there's a sunset on the way. And then a group of high schoolers will follow me for 2 hours everywhere I go, trying to steal the energy from me. And then they're twitching like this. Literally. And I'm like, what's going on with you? Do you not have the knowledge that I feel I need to teach people because they won't understand, so that I don't keep seeing this in the public? I feel obligated because I must know something that the public doesn't for me to be able to be this free and unique and individual. Ugh. So there. Isn't that so stupid that everybody has infinite potential to do anything they want, and they waste so much time trying to ruin it for others? But I'm not completely unsure. Wait, I'm not completely certain. I am uncertain. I'm unsure on what these people are. I'm smart. I have savant syndrome. I've been through life traveling since I was basically born. When I was born, I was taken in a helicopter up to space and flown as far north as I could go away from my parents. On the days that make me a master number. Born on the 11th, just like right here where I'm recording, it's C11. You see that? KC11? Use your special eyes. Can you see it? Can you see the 11 right where I'm sitting? C11. And then the K is the 11th letter, so that's CK, and I'm KC, and I'm a 33. But I've been traveling since. Every 3 months, basically, I've been traveling. So I've been able to use my mind to see the common denominator in my experience, and as I incorporate more knowledge, I'm able to identify more of what's going on with the public. I'm able to get to a closer conclusion to the real truth of what's happening. And what I'm seeing is that there's definitely the way that life is set up, from when I wake up in the woods to when I get back to the woods, when I go through public, it seems like it's a complete play, a setup, like everybody's puppeted by the same puppet master, operating them like marionettes, and they're all under the will of something else that seems to just be getting in the way of people that are freely peaceful and conscious of themselves. And then when I feel drained and I feel like I've been stuck and zombified, like the zombie codes have hit my system and I go unconscious and I'm just like wandering around aimlessly, no inspiration, stuck in that literal unsatiated hell where I'm searching a feeling that I'll never have, like that Post Malone song, and then I have to go back in the woods and remember that feeling. I have to call it back from the ether using the skills that I taught you to come back into this again, to like kick the imposter out and then get back into my body, like that song by Maggie Rogers, I'm back in my body. When I'm unconscious, suddenly I find myself walking directly in front of conscious people. I become the zombie that I'm like, why does this keep happening? And then I find myself repeating the behavior when I'm unconscious, almost like they're using them. Like eyes are the windows to the soul. Like what you see goes in, all your senses go into your mind and it shapes your mind slowly, like psychological programming all day. You take in stuff to create and shift, and then you hopefully you put something back out. Maybe all this stuff is happening because they're trying to program me and put me unconscious. And at the same time, I'm learning about what's happening so I can tell you it's happening and then teach you the skills I use to fix it. While I'm just trying to make songs. So that's where they are. Is that your imagination is a lot more powerful and influential than you realize once you incorporate these skills in this practice. It's not a cult, it's the truth. And everyone that you see on your homepage does it. They're just too scared to tell you because they're worried their daughter will die. Yes Me TV, I really think you should start watching a guy called Bashar, B-A-S-H-A-R. I think you should get a composition notebook, and I think you should really get to the bottom of this, because if what you're experiencing is a product of what's inside, there are intruders that will try to shape your inside so that you're generating the outside and perpetually keeping yourself stuck in a manifestation machine. But it's also a lesson, like, take it as a challenge and a lesson. That's the best advice I could give you. Is that your life and all of our lives, they go off of your insides. I happen to be in the codes a lot more than most people, and that's why I get more attacked. And it's just given me the opportunity to be brave, you feel me? I power through it. I power through it and make a difference. I'm an active op. So like if this is an ego system where people are trying to hold on to their identity and their energy, I disrupted a lot of towns, and I as an exalted warrior, whatever, but I've also brought to light a lot of things that a lot of bad people were doing publicly. So there's a lot of corrupt state officials and state police that really don't like me. And as the world's going more towards a zombie apocalypse, they're probably being consumed by an eldritch horror. So I have literal ops like that. Like I'll fall asleep at night and I'll meditate and I'll find peace, and then suddenly I'll see like 5 or 6 state troopers, and they're trying to project hate on me. And then usually I could just flick them off like centipedes, or I go find their girlfriend and their girlfriend likes me more than them, and then they get mad, and then they become just a uniform, and then we burn the uniform, and then they realize that they lost themselves being consumed with some type of envious lust for a power that they feel that they don't have. Like the Stanford prison experiment, in other words. So yeah, at 33 minutes and 33333, I'm going to end it. I just told you how I talk to God, and it wakes me up to everything, and it will save your life. How to open up your imagination to see more of this universe. Thank you so much for watching. Go fuck yourself.